everybody, and welcome to the Crochet Lovers Crochet Podcast, episode number 70, I believe. I have 3 things I want to share with you, and the last podcast I posted was 10 days ago, just to give you some reference from last time I shared to today, because when I share my blanket, I'm really proud of my work and how much I was able to do, so I figured I'd just share with that. But I want to do the smaller objects first before I get into the blanket and just kind of get that started. So I was going to wait to do the podcast until I finished the blanket, but I had an order in between and I wanted to share the order with you. So yeah, I got a request to make a little bee, so that is what I did, and I will be giving this little bumblebee away tomorrow, so she wouldn't be here for the later days for when I were to make a podcast. So yeah, I did not follow a pattern, I just kind of did my thing. I used a 5.5mm hook, and I cannot tell you what size these are, but this is brunette. And I made little wings, and then I got the 2 stripes going on, and yeah, there's even, if the lighting wants to cooperate, there's some blush going on too. Yeah, the lighting is going to be very weird today because it's almost midnight. So there we go. Yeah, there's the bumblebee, and I'm getting a pop-up. Let's close that out. Okay, and then this was a project I started, I want to say December, February, March-ish. So it was a while ago. You guys haven't seen this yet, and it's actually an embroidery project. And this was a request from my cousin, and it says live, laugh, leave, and there's going to be a ring of flowers around it, and I don't actually have the original. Wait, I do have it. Okay, so this is not my picture. She sent this to me as a reference. It says live, laugh, leave on it. And keep in mind, I've never actually embroidered before, aside from like, you know, facial features or like the occasional here and there, whatever. So I think I did a decent job. But here is this. It says live, laugh, leave. And I started doing the flowers, and this is kind of where I stopped at. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I think I'm going to be working on this again. But yeah, and for reference, close your eyes if you care. The back is a mess. It's so bad, but honestly, I can care less. And I think she will care less as well. And it got so bad. I got my fabric stuck. It was like right here. I was embroidering it. It's okay. This is live, laugh, leave. And I am a little bit worried on the 3D flowers. I think I have to do like French knots or something. Like I have to do like those right there. So if you have any advice, let me know, or any videos you can forward my way. Other than that, let's show you the blanket. So the blanket, the infamous blanket that I will not shut up about. This is the Study of Ombre, created by the Crochet Crowd. So Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, and Jeannie is her name, not Lisa, I think I said. Yes, it is a Yarn Inspirations Crochet Crowd pattern. Every summer, Mikey blesses us and releases a stitch along, a crochet along every summer, and it's like the study of blah blah blah, just to kind of do it as a school, like a summer school type thing. And I think it's really fun and exciting, and I've been participating in it for I want to say 2018 was the first year I did it, but I've kind of been doing them out of order just because it takes me a very long time to do it. Like this one on my chair is the study of Planet Earth, which was 2019 to 2020. I finished it. And this one on my bed is the Better Together Afghan, which is 2021. And the one I'm going to show you is the Study of Ombre, which is 2022. So, let me just back up, because ain't no way. Oh, ignore the messy disc. Okay. I'll hold the whole thing up in a minute. For reference, I was right here last podcast, and this is what, week 3, week 4, week 5, and I'm on week 6 right now. So here's like all the details about it, the stitch work and everything. So pretty. I'm getting caught on the yarn. I am not coordinated at all today. I apologize. Here is the blanket. And then tippy toes. Like, I don't even think I can get all of it in frame. Like, it is just so pretty, and I love it. And that's a lot for 10 days. That would have took me such a long time. Like, that's the part I can't get over. I'm getting caught on this. Okay. Now that's out of the way. I hate getting up and showing things. It's just a lot of work. Okay. So now I can explain the fun stuff about it. So this is a free pattern. I will link it in the description box below. So something cool is that this part right here is a stitch that Mikey designed, he says. It's called the suspension stitch, and he shows you how to do it and everything, which is really exciting. So that was fun trying to learn that. And then there's like these cool clusters, which was fun to do for a bit, and then it got really repetitive. It's like, okay. But yeah, so basically, because it's a free pattern, I'll just basically explain the part I messed up on. You're supposed to do a suspension and then a row single crochet in like the spaces and whatever. I didn't do that. I did 2 rows of suspension, and it kind of threw me off because you're supposed to get a new bridge every end of corner, and I was like, why aren't my stitches lining up? And I had completely phased it out, because normally if I'm going to work on this, I sit for a couple hours at a time and work, and it just crossed my mind. I forgot about it. So what happened with this is I ended up doing 2 rows of single crochet, and you can't even tell, but on the back, if you're being like really nosy, you can tell a bit. But I'm not too worried about it at all. It's okay. Plus there's this old tale that's like, when you mess up in your work, your soul escapes through the project or something like that. So I purposely did that. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to catch that and figure that out. Sorry, I'm getting ads. But yeah, so there's that. And then right now I'm doing, I always forget what this stitch is called, but it always leaves such a pretty thing, but it's not my favorite. I did in this blanket too, the one on my bed. And I don't really care for it, but it just looked pretty looking back at it. So let me show you the colors. The one I'm currently using these are all ombres, and the colorway anthracite. I'm just gonna chuck this. And in all honesty, I don't think that's gonna last me. So I have another one to save me in case that doesn't last me, and that is in the colorway light blue. I actually found this one today because this was supposed to be the very start of the blanket, and it's gonna be the end instead. I can't believe I forgot it. That's okay. So there's that color, and then I also have deep teal, which was the third color, and I have spearmint, which is the second. And the first color is scuba. So I actually have quite a bit of scuba left compared to the other colors, and that was just because this was the color change that we were doing at the time. And this is spearmint, and this is deep teal. I was this much away from being done with my row, and I didn't have another hook on me, so I couldn't decrease or whatever, and I just wasn't in the mood, so I unraveled the whole row. I hated every second of it, but I did it, and it was fine, and I liked the color change. It all worked out. But then when I did deep teal, I actually had to, I ran out 2 of the 4 corners, so it's like teal and then gray. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the same thing actually happened with the spearmint and teal, and I haven't looked close enough to see if it's how bad the colors, if it's noticeable, but I didn't have enough yarn, and it's okay. I just don't know if I'm gonna add this into the blanket or not, because I have 6 rows to do, and I don't think this is gonna do it. I think this will do it. But I'm currently on row 55, then I have 56 to do for last of row 5, and then week 6, and then this is week 7. I have 57 to 63, and then I will be done. But yeah, sorry, I've kind of just rambled. I had this on my mind all week, and I've been so excited to film it, and then it came a lot closer than I expected it to, so now I just want to make sure I say everything, and I hope I'm able to do another video here soon, because my classes are starting on Wednesday, which means priorities are going to be shifted, and as much as I want crochet to stay up here, I might drop a bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm gonna call it a night. I have something I need to do tomorrow school-wise, so I'm just gonna crash. Good night, goodbye, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.